before every shot, I'll stand behind the ball and take a few good practice swings from behind it. And then I'll step up to the ball, put my club down to the target path, feet on the target path.
Okay. So one thing I want you to add in there, everything's good, it's very similar to what I do, but one thing I want you to really focus on, and this helps with the mental game, is the amount of mental imagery that you use. I think that using mental imagery and imagining the shot, being able to see the shot can be very beneficial to a golfer. So for example, I'll pick out a target, my natural shot is fade, so I'll look and see that ball turning left to right, and then I'll make the necessary swing to make that ball go from left to right, and then I'll step up, take a couple deep breaths, and progress. So why don't, when you do your pre-swing from now on, I'd like you to do a little bit more mental imagery and just see the shot that you want to hit before you hit it.
For sure.
Okay, great. Things I want you to do while we take this week off is you could be in front of the couch, you don't have to be necessarily at the range, but just kind of get comfortable with a backswing. And it doesn't have to be a full swing, maybe just half swings, where you take it back and then you emphasize coming down. And again, it's going to feel like it's coming over the line.
Yeah.
So this is kind of what I want you to get comfortable with. I want you to start moving away from this.
Okay.
But come in with the shaft more over the line. And I think with that, maybe a couple buckets of balls and get out as much as you can. Are you able to kind of get a little bit better at envisioning the shots that you want to hit?
Yeah, for sure. I really want to maybe try to get out on the course and put it into play out there.
Yeah,
but just farther range, like, yeah, I feel like if I'm seeing where it goes before I hit it, then it just kind of
a little better outcome.
Yeah,
It kind of gets your brain ready for the shot.
It does, yeah.
And it's a little easier to put it really in play when you're in a real world application, such as outside.
Yeah.
So for the next couple, I want to see you go through your pre-swing routine and kind of walk me through what you're doing and this shot you're trying to hit. Could be a fade, could be a draw, whatever you're feeling.
Right.
Well done. That's a little bit easier, especially when you get out to the golf course to practice how you play.
Yeah.
So I'd recommend that for the majority of your practice, you practice exactly how you play. So maybe go through your pre-swing routine and exactly what you do before a shot on the course.
Do that on the range too.
And do that on the range.
Okay.
So that way when you get to the course, the transfer of learning is a little bit easier for your body to accept.
Awesome.
So applying these practices when you're on the golf course, it'll help your mental game, it'll help you stay focused, kind of keep you go from a shot-to-shot basis. And then we can address this more when we get onto the course to play, but we can go through a post-shot routine, and that's where you kind of evaluate yourself on what you did, how you did your pre-shot routine,
where you might have
how you
missed.
executed.
Okay, awesome.
So until then.
All right, Jake. So just our goal here is to kind of reiterate what we had talked about on the driving range. We want to kind of facilitate a lot of mental game. I'd like to see your solid pre-swing routine and really imagining the kind of shot that you would like to hit. Afterwards, we're going to kind of evaluate yourself, how you did, what you did wrong, what you could do better, that type of thing. Yep. So as you've been practicing over the last week, like we said, the best way to transfer the most amount of skills that we've worked on from the driving range to the tee is to practice the way you play. And so I'd like to see you doing that same thing, going through all your pre-swing routine and really working on the mental side of things of the golf course. Because I know you got what it takes to swing a golf club and hit a good shot. But what really separates the good from the best is being able to keep yourself in it for 18 holes and be able to, keep yourself level-headed even after bad shots. All right, Jake, so what we talked about in our short game clinic was keeping the amount of lag at impact. You kind of had the tendency to flip your wrist a little bit, and what that tends to do is you tend to hit a fast shot when you do that, and you don't get the yardage that you're looking for out of the club. So what I want you to do is maybe start with just a touch of forward press at address. Then your goal is to keep that amount of lag and that wrist angle consistent all the way through impact. What club do you have in your hand? Okay, should be a good club. Make a good swing at it. Well, that was a good swing.
So just step up to the side for me. We talked about this last lesson, but with your feet kind of closed and a swing path that comes from the inside, that's gonna make a ball spin from right to left and create that big swing and drop. So again, what I'd kind of like you to do, instead of coming from the inside here, I'd like to get you coming from more. It's gonna feel like it's over the top, but it's gonna actually be down the line here. So if you set up a club straight at your target, you're going to want that shaft on the downswing to be in line with the shaft on your feet, as opposed to looking like that. There you go, that was much better. You came down the line a little bit better. You're more, I'd say, I'm going to say over the top, although you weren't. It probably felt like you were coming over the top a little bit more. That was a good swing. That's what we want to see. Exaggerate what it takes to hit a fade. So with your club face pointed at where you want the ball to end, and your feet aiming where you want the ball to start, we want to make that swing where the shaft comes down the line of your feet and then make the full swing. And that should make a left to right.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Well, I haven't golfed in like, I don't know, a few years. So we'll see how this goes.
Really try and exaggerate the club path set up to it. To make something like this happen, you might have to make your backswing come a little more outside, and that way you can keep it on that parallel. There you go. Ball.
Be lucky if I get it anyway.
Okay, let's do a closing and some practice recommendations. Might hit one more.
There you go.
All right, Jake. Good work today.
Thank you.
So just to talk about some of the things that we went over. Kind of moving from this draw swing path and moving it into a fade swing path. So again, with some open feet, where you want the ball to start, and you point the club face where you want the ball to end. When you swing across the line of your feet, that should create a fade. So some